My name is Chief Israel Gonzalez. I am the Naval Science Instructor here at Everett Alvarez High School. I was born on October 4th, 1964 at Beth Israel Hospital in Passaic, New Jersey. I was like most teenagers. I was lost. I was influenced by my friends. I chased girls a lot. And I definitely enjoyed high school. My mom influenced me the most. My parents separated when I was young. I had a stepfather, but he was not really involved in the family matters. But my mom was the biggest influence because all she told me was, please graduate from high school. That's all I want you to do. That was the only thing that mommy wanted me to do. I was sitting at home watching TV and I saw a Navy commercial that said, join the Navy, see the world. And I knew that I did not want to be a Marine. I knew I was not going in the Army, and the Air Force was very uninteresting. And the catchphrase, join the Navy, see the world, is what got me. Walked into the recruiting station. There was a gentleman there who asked me what did I want, a ship or a submarine, and I said, can you guarantee me a ship? And I took a test, took a physical, and I was gone in 2 weeks. And thank God they accepted me, and I went in for two reasons. I needed directions, and I was broke. The military experience was kind of difficult at the beginning because I went in single. I was missing mom. I was missing my brothers. I was missing New York. And once I started a family, it was hard then because I had to go away for 6 months and I had to tell the wife that she was going to be mom, dad, preacher, everything. Meanwhile, I was out to sea, so that was the most difficult part for me, to leave my family behind. I retired as a Chief Petty Officer, so I would imagine I would be a Senior Chief Petty Officer, getting ready to move up to Master Chief Petty Officer, which is the highest rank you can achieve in the enlisted ranks. When I was in the Navy, I became an instructor, and I found that a lot of students, senior people, were receptive to the way I teach, my teaching style. So I figured, why not continue teaching? I consider this God's work. So that's why I became a teacher, because I figured, teenagers really need somebody, in my humble opinion, like myself, who care about them, to make sure that they do well in life. It is extremely important for me to be a mentor at Alvarez because a lot of high school students in this day and age need somebody in their life that they know that they can count on, good, bad, or indifferent, that they can always go up to them to answer any questions about life, about education, about relationships, anything at all. So that is very important to me, and this is one of the reasons why I decided that I wanted to work at Everett Alvarez. The NJROTC program at Alvarez is a citizenship program. What it does, it teaches students the discipline of respecting parents, being good citizens, as well as stressing higher education. It offers various opportunities for them to include a full ride scholarship to over 180 different universities, summer training programs that leave the state of California like Florida and Vermont, and also the opportunity to be part of a team. I was working as a director of security down in Florida, dealing with, at a resort, making sure that the customers were okay. But I was bored. I didn't like the job, and I wanted to teach. So then I started putting my applications in New York, California, and one day I went to work and I had a missed call from Everett Alvarez. So I called and I said, can I help you? They're like, are you Israel? And I go, yes. Where are you? I said, in Florida. Why aren't you here? I said, I don't know. Well, I'm in Florida. Did you know that we picked you? I go, no, nobody told me. Do you still want the job? I said, yeah. And I dropped everything. I quit that same day. I packed up my truck and I drove to California to work at Everett. That's how I got the job. It was kind of crazy. I showed up and I went to pull up to put gas in my car, and it was $4.50 a gallon. And coming from Florida, I was like, whoa, that's not good. So I kept driving, and I found one for $3.87. So then I started thinking, is it a good idea for me to come to California and work? And then when I got to Salinas, all I saw was farms. And I had never seen farms before. I had never seen farm workers before. So it was a culture shock, to say the least. As I recall the first day at Alvarez, it was exciting. The staff here welcomed me with open arms, and I remember the day that I walked into the classroom and had my students come. I wasn't nervous, but they were, because they didn't know who I was, what they were getting. But in about 5 minutes, they understood who I was, why I was here, and I knew that this is the place that I needed to be. The main thing that my students know about me that helps us connect is that when they know they come into my classroom, I have a comfortable environment. They know that today they are going to learn something that's going to help them in their life, that's going to help them at their homes, and it's definitely they know that Chief has got their back. My passion is education. In my opinion, education is designed to fill an empty mind. Education gets you out of poverty. And I tell all my students all day, every day, that an education is what's going to make you happy, it's going to get you out of your situation, and it's going to change the person you are. So education is the most important part to me because I was the first one in my family to graduate, and now my son just graduated, and my youngest son is getting ready to graduate. Being in the military has made me the man that I am today. The military has such a great impact on my life in reference to how to be responsible, I love defending the country. It gave me the chance to become a leader. It introduced me to my wife. It took care of my 2 boys when they were born. And thankfully today, it will take care of me for the rest of my life.